Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my handsome husband,
Hi.
Horn.
Hi.
It's my baby. So you have to forgive me because I really don't feel that well, but I want to do this husband tag. So I have to do it while I have my baby. Right, babe?
Yep.
All right. So we're going to ask some questions and then we're going to answer them. So just briefly, where did we meet?
We met in church.
I had a crush on him when I was younger. He was so sexy. He had braids, and I don't know, I just kept staring at him. I just thought how sexy he was. And he was so calm, and I was like, oh yeah. Okay, next question. How long did you date before proposal? You remember?
9 months.
Yep. We dated for 9 months, then he proposed, and then we were engaged for 9 months, and then we got married, and then I think it was 9 months again before our big wedding, because we had like a small wedding, and then that was after the big wedding. 9 months after that, we had Kingston.
Pregnant, yeah.
So 9 months has been our timeline.
9 months.
It's been crazy. Okay, who said I love you first?
Ray.
I did. I just couldn't help myself. And we were at, do you remember where we were at?
Was it the zoo?
We were at the zoo. We went to the zoo and we were hugging and stuff. And I said, I love you. And he just looked at me like, is this girl just say shit?
How many months was that?
After we were dating?
Did you say that? I just threw that in.
It was about 2 months.
2 months.
It's like a month and a half to 2 months. Shut up. Well, I told you I had a crush on him when we were younger, so it was just amazing that we were even able to talk. So I had to snatch him up while I could.
So silly.
While I could. Okay. Next question. Who is more likely to get frustrated first?
You.
I was waiting on you to. I do get frustrated first. Okay. Who's more likely to say, I'm sorry first?
Me.
Oh, it's always him. He always apologizes first. He do. Why is that, Bradley? Why do you always apologize first? Are you just like over the argument? Do you feel like you just want to like get over it? Like, what do you?
Honestly, because that's what God teaches us to do. That's the main thing for me. Even if I think I'm right, I could have done something wrong in an argument. Arguing alone, you know, by itself, you can have a disagreement, but how you handle it is so crucial. And that just because you got a right answer does not make you right of how you treat people.
Right, I got you.
And so that's why, regardless of my view, if I did something wrong, then I gotta apologize. I gotta man up to it. And
okay, so who is the better house cleaner?
Me. Me.
I will admit, Brock is very thorough when it comes to cleaning. Like, I can get the house straight, but when it comes to thorough, like deep cleaning, I'm more of a sorter. Like, I'll clean, I'll reorganize the closets. I'll like go through all the paperwork and all that stuff and reorganize it, put it in files and stuff like that. But when it comes to just like bleaching and
everything gets bleached.
It's Brock. Okay, next question. Who is more likely to spend more money? I think I spend more money, but you spend a lot of money too.
I'm about to say that depends.
Yeah,
that depends.
I spend more money more frequently, I'll say, because I buy stuff for like the kids and stuff. Like, I think about that stuff. He more so will wait until it's time. Like, we have a shopping haul, then he's like, you know, spending a lot of money. So I think it's equal. I think I'm high maintenance.
It depends on, like, I like deals.
Okay.
I always like deals.
I bargain shop too, though.
I like deals. I can get out of hand at times with that kind of stuff.
Okay.
It just depends on the situation. I think overall, like, I think it's you still. It just depends on at the moment.
I can bargain shop though. Can you give me that?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll take that.
Yeah. But Always looking for something. Always.
Who, me?
Her. It's
Rack,
her.
stop.
So, my thing is when I'm out and about, I can get out of control at that moment.
Okay.
In time, I gotta reel it back in. Like, okay.
I got you. Okay.
But she could just be online, just clicking stuff, click.
Oh,
So.
That's true. Okay. Next question. Since we want to throw somebody under the bus. What is your spouse's favorite color?
Blue. Royal blue.
That he is correct.
Royal
blue is my color.
Royal blue.
Now, I don't know what your favorite color is though. Cause I don't know.
I say blue.
Like blue?
I say blue.
Cause you agreed to the blue at the wedding.
Yeah, I say blue. Blue.
Okay.
Same. We had the same colors. I mean, but I don't really talk like I'm not set on that. I think she's more like
mine
that's
is
her
locked
thing.
in. It's royal blue.
That's her thing.
And it's gotta be royal. I don't like navy. It's gotta be royal blue.
Yeah.
Okay. Good job, babe. Anyway, that's a good thing. Okay, next question. What is a quality that you love about your spouse? Okay, I'm going first. Okay. One of the qualities I love about my husband is his honesty. I don't feel like I question anything or like past or decisions or whatever, because without a doubt, I know he's going to be open and honest with me about, even if it's something that makes him uncomfortable that to tell me, he's honest with me. And I love that quality about him. Another quality I love about my husband is he is affectionate and he pays very close attention to my needs. And that for me, because I don't want to say I'm clingy, but you think I'm clingy? Do you think I'm needy?
Over the course of time, it changes. Like everything changes. Like in the beginning, I think she was more clingy to me.
Yeah.
And then obviously, when you have kids, that changes.
Yeah.
Like where she was like constantly needing my attention and all that kind of stuff. I think over a course of time, like that kind of changed, that shifted. The kids got a lot more attention, and just then we started learning how to give attention to each other. We were just talking about this the other day. That we gotta still take care of each other. At the same time, we got 3 kids here in the picture now. Right. So before it was just me and her. Yeah. Where we required each other's attention. Now it's like we can't neglect the kids. And that shifted. Then we went right back to us. Like, well, we can't neglect each other either. Right. So it's like.
But I love that quality about him. Even with the kids, he is very attentive. That's the word I was looking for. He's very attentive. No little detail is missed. He is very hands-on, and I love that about him.
My quality, I like several qualities.
I love all your qualities, man.
First of all, she keeps herself up. Everybody know that. Sweet. Like she, real good as far as maintenance. Like real good as far as keeping herself together. Her presence. That's one of the things. I love the fact that she loves God.
I love that about you too.
I like that. That's something that caught my eye when we first was dating. Was the fact that she was serious about God. It wasn't just a thing like, okay, I go to church. Yeah. I'm a church girl. She was a real lover of God, so she really loved God. That was something that I cherish. It's a treasure. Like she's a jewel to have that. Also smart, intelligent.
You smart.
Real smart, intelligent.
You're smart.
I'm like, man, like, wow, how did I get her?
That's how I feel about you.
She's real good at what she does. Obviously, you guys witness this more and more as she shares these videos. She's real confident in doing these things, and her skills, everything she does is perfection. Like if she learning something new, she'll study it. I watch her study this stuff, and then she'll venture out and she'll do it like she's been doing it for years. So I mean, that's some of the qualities you guys are witnessing right now, and you're gonna witness more. Because she's always willing to go out and venture out and do more. She's never afraid to try new things. And in trying new things though, she study it first. She do a lot of practice and a lot of studying. So she's real good at those qualities of just kind of like just always reaching forward. Always reaching forward. Always trying to experiment. Always trying to sharpen her skills. her tools and all that kind of stuff. That's something that you'll see out of her, and she'll push you. She pushes me all the time. I mean, everything that I am today is because of her.
Oh, you're so sweet. I will kiss you if my throat was. You're so sweet. Okay, who is the disciplinarian?
Me.
I agree. I agree.
Me.
I would say like the kids, and I thought it was gonna be me. I thought he was gonna be so soft on them and all this, but I would honestly say he's stern with them. I mean, he shows them love, but at the same time, he lets them know I'm not playing. And when they get to the point, I think because they're with me so much more than they are with him because he works more, then they get used to mommy, and they're like, okay, mommy not really serious right now. So when I get frustrated, because like we said, I get frustrated a lot faster than he does, I'll say, I'm calling your dad. And they're like, no, don't call daddy. And it's not that they're afraid of him, they respect him. And I think he's definitely the more of a disciplinarian than I am. And I thought it was going to be opposite, but he got this.
I try, you know.
Now with the Rhea,
little girl, like
I was about to say, I don't know.
I think right now she
got him wrapped around her finger.
She's doing that part. Every once in a while, I try to like be a little stern with her too as well. But
yeah,
man, she start crying and da 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 da. And she's doing that right now, so it's like she knows like that's my weak point.
Okay. So, what would you like to improve about your spouse?
The thing that I would like to improve about my spouse is, like I said before, she has she's like a perfectionist. At the same time, the opposite side to that, but that's one of her strong points. Her weak points is she let a lot of stuff stress her out, and she always constantly says she got a lot on her mind.
Yeah.
And I think with that territory of being a perfectionist, you gotta realize that everything's not always gonna be perfect every single day.
That's true.
And I think the stressful part of it, I would like for her to learn how to deal with that.
I agree with that. I agree. And that goes back to one of my who gets frustrated easier. Me. Why? Because everything has to be perfect. And I guess as a parent, you learn over time, like with my kids, they're not always going to be clean. Like they're boys. They like to play in dirt. And I'm like freaked out by that. But I always like to present the best picture or just put my best foot forward at all times. And that's exhausting. And I burn myself out. Do you agree?
I guess, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next question. Was it difficult to adjust to your role as a husband and my role as a wife? Was it difficult for you to adjust to that role?
I like that because, I mean, I like the territory that comes with it.
Okay.
At first, it was nervous, you know, especially if you take it serious. If you take it serious, it's going to be like, okay, it's something that you have to face. And as far as being nervous, are you going to fail?
Right.
It's gonna have you're going to have a lot of questions that go through your mind. As far as how will you react to certain things that come your way. I think at first, I was nervous. I was nervous for sure. But I've learned over the course of years of trusting God.
Yeah.
And when you trust God as a man, as a father, as a husband, you know, all these different hats that you wear, putting on this hat, this cap, man, as long as you got God covering you, covering your head, you okay.
Yeah.
You okay. I mean, I accept the challenge, so I'm not afraid of that.
Okay. For me, was it difficult adjusting to my role as a wife? Yes. Especially when we first got married. I don't want to say I went into a depression, but I did have to go through an adjusting period because you go from being a single young woman to being somebody's wife. That's huge because just like his role is to be my provider, my role is to take care of him at home. And I don't feel like I did that well initially. I felt like he knew I loved him and I love the idea of marriage and I wanted to be with him undoubtedly. That wasn't a question. But I didn't really consider, okay, I'm responsible now for this person's well-being at home. And I'm responsible for cooking meals and keeping the house clean. And it was so much pressure for me. And for me, it was an adjustment. It was kind of difficult initially. Once I got used to the fact that, okay, because I never lived outside of my mom's house. So when we moved out and it was just us, it was like, okay, now, you know, you go through that little adjusting period and you're still learning that person because you never lived with them before. Once I got past that, I felt like it was a breeze. I felt like I was excited. And, you know, you get a newfound freedom. Like, okay, we can go do what we want to do. We can go to the movies. We don't have to answer nobody but each other. And I feel like that part was easier for me. But initially, I think it was tough, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Okay, next question. What is your spouse's favorite food?
Seafood.
I love seafood.
Spaghetti.
I love spaghetti.
Do you want like a certain dish that's your favorite?
It doesn't have to be.
It's like
What types of food do I like?
Like she like crab legs, shrimp in spaghetti.
I'm waiting on one. What's the other one I love to eat?
Did I cover it? Give me a hint.
Chinese food.
Yeah, but
I am obsessed with Chinese food. You agree?
You more obsessed with Chinese food than seafood?
Well, I have shrimp inside my shrimp fried rice and my shrimp egg rolls.
That's what I'm saying.
So it's kind of
it's like kind of like you take the shrimp out, you're gonna have rice.
And I'll eat rice myself.
But your favorite is seafood, right? Would you say?
I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
All right.
His favorite foods, there's a couple. He loves chicken and rice. Am I right? Loves chicken and rice. He loves lasagna. He loves ribs.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And the last question of the husband tag is what was your biggest surprise about your spouse?
Surprise. Go first.
What was my biggest surprise about you? I don't know. My biggest surprise. I guess I could say my biggest surprise, and it really wasn't even a surprise, is how much he loves his mom. Like when we first got married, like when he would get to work, he would call his mom and let her know he made it. Then he would call me, or call me and then be like, "Let me call you right back. I gotta call my mom and let her know I made it to work." I thought that was one of my biggest surprises. I mean, well, it's not a bad thing. It's just I don't know. And they always say if you are with somebody that loves and respects their mom, then you could expect the same thing for you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
What's one of your biggest surprises about me?
Yeah. That's the tough.
That is a tough one.
Tough one.
Oh, she's gonna pull.
I think I'll say how good she was with the kids.
That was a surprise.
I think that I was like, wow. When I saw that, I was like, okay. Like when we had our first son, how she took care of him, how she treated him. I thought that was the biggest surprise for me, I guess. You know.
You think I was over the top with him?
No, I mean, well, so, the first one.
Yeah.
Sometimes, okay, when you have kids, you don't expect a lot.
Yeah.
It really teaches you about more about that person. So yeah, I'll say like when our first son came in the picture, it was a lot of different like kind of things that I didn't know.
Okay. Last question of the husband tag. What is a no-no in your relationship?
No divorce.
Absolutely. We when we got married, we said divorce is not an option because first of all, if you believe your relationship is God ordained, if you have prayed and you got released from God to marry that person, which people don't do that, they don't pray no more, they don't take counseling and all that stuff. But if you believe that the relationship that you're in is God ordained, then divorce should not be an option. Divorce should not be an option. Obviously, like there's the obvious things like infidelity, things like that. That's obviously a no-no, but I feel like disrespect is a no-no. I feel like even if it's something that may seem small to me, but is big to him, I need to listen, and vice versa. I feel like mutual respect is definitely it's a must in a relationship if you want a successful relationship.
Right.
and you don't get to, like, we're about to celebrate 7 years of marriage. You don't get to 7 years without establishing rules, without saying, okay, this is my limit. When you exceed this limit, then there, you know, that's kind of pushing me too far, and vice versa. And I feel like we learn to communicate, number one, which is huge. And I feel like you learn a lot when you like shut your mouth and listen to what that person has to tell you. And I feel like that's huge, a huge part of marriage and having a successful relationship.
So I feel like the main thing is no divorce.
Yes.
And what I mean by that is, like, divorce is like the main thing, but then there comes with all the other no's.
Yeah.
But I think you gotta have the mindset of no separation. When I mean that.
Yeah.
No breaking up. This is it. This is for life.
Yeah.
So when you come with that mindset, like, all the other stuff, all the other no's not to do, and no stepping outside your marriage, those are the things that leads to people going to divorce anyway, that cause them to want to separate anyway. I think when you have that mindset of just me, just focus on me, then now it's no more of a union.
Right.
More so it's like me over here, you over there.
Right.
You do your thing, I do my thing.
Right.
So I think if we have the mindset of no breakup, no divorce, no separation, we are one.
Yeah.
As long as we keep that communication, that line going as far as that goes, then there won't be a divorce.
Right.
So we fight against divorce.
Right.
Have to take time to study each other.
Yeah.
Just like we have to take time to study the Word of God, and you don't want to divorce God.
Right.
So everything you do, you have to communicate with God. You got to talk to God. You got to find out what things that He likes, things that He loves. You got to listen to Him. You got to make your cry, your plea to Him, but at the same time listen to Him.
Right.
So those things right there is something that we hold on to as far as our marriage, our belief in God is is the strong thing that keeps the divorce out the picture.
Right.
Keeps divorce out the picture. So, when you do all those things, and we both try to be honest with each other.
Absolutely.
Honesty, always talking, communication is key important. So to that, no divorce. So.
Yeah, I agree with that. Well, that was the last question. So I enjoyed doing this with you, babe.
That's good.
You're so sweet. You're so sweet. Thank you for doing this.
No problem. Anything for you.
I'm so sure. But thank you so much for tuning in and checking out My Husband Tag. There will be more videos coming from myself and my husband. There is a video that we did Facebook Live. You remember that video we did? Mm-hmm. Just answering questions about all kind of stuff: marriage, life, ministry, how do we maintain our Christianity in the workplace. So I will be posting that video soon, so you guys stay tuned. And while you're here, you might as well hit the subscribe button so you can check out more of my videos, and I'll have more videos up in the cards. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, I love you.
Love you.
Have a blessed day.